Hi there, welcome to Zees Kitchen. I'm dedicating this video to my two boys who love to cook. Today I'm making stuffed zucchini in a yogurt soup. Kousa blubbin. Okay, I'll show you how to hollow out the zucchini. I've got this instrument that I got from a Lebanese shop. You measure, put your finger there. That way you don't get to the bottom and you put a hole in it. And then you just, you can see that. Just go round and round. And then just turn and turn and turn. You keep doing that until all the inners are out. Okay, don't waste this. This is awesome in a zucchini slice, which I'll show you later on. And that's it. With yogurt soup, you've got to make it as thin as possible. That's it. It's okay if you get some holes in it. As a beginner, I had heaps of ones that had holes in it. But not as hard as you think. Okay, get in there. Just making it a bit thinner. Because what happens is with the yogurt, it takes a lot longer to cook. Okay, now that I've finished taking the insides out of the kousa, I actually have to wash them in salted water. So just in a bowl, bit of salt, rinse them out. There you go. That way you don't have to salt the sauce as much because there's a bit of salt in there. There you go, and then just drain them really well, and now we're going to stuff them. I've got the filling here. Now I've prepared this earlier. As you can see, I've sauteed the mince, added some spices, which is allspice, cinnamon and cumin, bit of salt, and then rinsed the rice before I added it in here and sauteed it for about 5 minutes just to sort of kick-start the cooking of the rice. Now if you've got 1 kilo, I'll give you sort of approximate. I don't measure, but I'll give you approximate. If you've got 1 kilo of kousa, you have 3/4 of a cup of rice, and you have, I've written it down here somewhere, 3/4 of a cup of rice, and between 180 and 200 grams of mince, and that should be perfect. And that's it for stuffing. So when you stuff the rice, when you stuff the kousa, I'll put some in here, and we do use our hands, doesn't matter, they've been washed. You stuff the kousa, make sure that you shake it so it goes all the way down. Now because the mince is cooked, you don't overstuff it. You stuff it 3/4 of the way, and that gives the rice a bit of room to expand. I'll just show you. The first one, push it in a little bit with your fingers, make sure it's down there, bit of a tap, there you go, 3/4, no more than that, otherwise the rice won't cook and it'll take a lot longer to cook in the sauce. Okay. Okay, now we're going to make the yogurt sauce. I've finished stuffing all the zucchini. You can see in here. I'm going to make the yogurt sauce. I've got 1 kilo of yogurt in here, 1.5 tablespoons of flour, some more. One egg. Not many people put eggs in, but it tastes amazing with an egg. And you've got to really, before you turn the heat on, mix it really, really, really well. You see this? Bit of salt. Just a little bit. Keep whisking. Okay, now I'm going to turn the heat on. But don't stop whisking, whatever you do. Okay. Can you see in here? Look how nice this is. Just keep whisking. You've got egg, flour and yogurt. But don't stop. You don't want it to curdle. Don't let it be too high, otherwise it'll stick. Keep whisking, whisking until you see bubbles forming. This is the hard part. Once you get this done, everything else smooth sailing. You see how the yogurt's like not as thick as before, because it's heating up. Make sure you clean the sides down, otherwise it'll get dry. Beautiful, nice and smooth. That's what you want. So make sure you whisk it before you turn the heat on. I think I saw a few bubbles there. Stop. Okay, looks like it's formed bubbles. Hang on. It's there nearly. Yeah, it's starting to bubble up. This is when we put the water in straight away. We go and get the water. 500 mils of water. Boiled water, mind you. Just put it in slowly. Keep whisking. Make sure you clean the edges down. Keep whisking. Once you do this bit and whisk it for about a minute or so, you just let it boil naturally and you don't have to whisk anymore after this. You bring it to the boil before we drop the zucchini in. And it'll stop it separating. This is going to be all worth it. It's an amazing dish. It's really yummy. Okay. Look at this. Beautiful. Hasn't curdled. Nice and creamy. Okay. Once the yogurt starts boiling with the water, you drop in the Kousa. I'm going to turn it down a bit, just have it on like a simmer. Drop it in, and you don't stir it after this because the rice will come out. So you just drop it in a little bit like this, fill it up with a bit of yogurt, let it go while it's simmering. Drop it in, let it fill with a bit of yogurt, and then just let it go. Okay. You fill it with yogurt, puts the seal on, seal in there, and it stops the rice and the meat coming out. Okay, babe. Okay, all the kousa has been dropped in. Try not to stir it too much. If you stir it too much, the filling will actually come out. I did that once. Live and learn. Anyway, put it on the boil. If you think it's too thick, put some more water in. It doesn't matter now. It won't separate the yogurt. But if you can see it, it's just simmering. So you need to let it do this maybe 1.5 hours. With the yogurt, it takes a lot longer to actually cook. So 1.5 hours. Take a little one out, try it, see if it's all cooked. What I've got here is 4 cloves of garlic and some fresh mint. If I haven't got fresh mint, you can use dried mint. You'd only need about maybe a teaspoon because it's concentrated. What's in here? 1.5 teaspoons of ghee, which is a clarified butter. I'll just heat it up a little bit. And then saute the garlic and mint, maybe 30 seconds, just to give them a bit of extra flavour. Oh, that smells good. Yum. Okay, that'll do. And pour it on top of the kousa. And let it simmer for another maybe five minutes, just so we can get this beautiful flavour right through. Now if you've noticed here, the yogurt has really boiled down. I actually did add more water at the beginning because 500 mils really wasn't enough. So at the beginning I'd had the kilo of yogurt and a litre of water, and then as you can see it boils down. You get this beautiful consistency. So give it a little 5 minutes to boil and then we'll serve it up. There's the finished product. Kousa with labin, which is zucchini, stuffed zucchini in yogurt soup. Looks amazing, nice and creamy. It smells amazing. And bon appetit, Daniel and Ryan.